Coach Pike will open it up with an opening statement.
Just give Michigan State a ton of credit. I think Coach Izzo does a great job. They really shot the ball extremely well. I really thought we could defend them, but transition hurt us, and we got some good looks too. And you got to make a few on the road, and you got to play better than that on the road to beat a Hall of Fame coach with the fan base here and tough place to play. I liked, our effort, how rebounded them. We got a season-high 18 offensive rebounds. We did some good things, beat them at the free throw line, got more points there, but, just 12 for 22 they shot from three-point land, so you're not going to be able to withstand that on the road in this league. But credit to Michigan State. They play hard, they're really good, they're well coached, and their guys got it going today.
First question right here.
Steve, over here to you. I want to ask you about the shooting. Obviously, the numbers are out of whack today, but was it just some poor shooting on some good looks, or were there certain things they were doing? Or
well, you got to always give the other team tremendous credit, but Cam's been shooting the ball at a high level, and I thought he got good looks. I thought we got some good looks, so they made it tough for us too at times, and we really had to attack the glass as a secondary way to score. And again, when you're on the road and you're giving up those kind of points, and they shot the ball. I don't know if they've shot the ball better from three this season. So they made threes, we didn't. I love my team. They're tough, they play, and we need a couple days here, and then we got an unbelievably tough home game against Penn State. So it doesn't get any easier in this league, that's for sure.
Right here.
Can you share what you wrote or had about Kohler in the scouting report and what you saw from him tonight? Yeah,
good young player. Yeah, I like his ability to catch the ball and score around the basket, and they got really good minutes out of him today. And Hauser was good. Hogarth made threes. Their key guys played really well, and obviously that's not a good sign for us when we're on the road, having their three best players play that way.
Right here.
Your team got off to such a great start. What went well in those first 5 minutes, and then what changed?
Yeah, the ball went in. It's a game of runs. Then, we expect them to run. They really got us in transition, kind of to tie the game back up. But, that's how these games go. We had a run to begin the game. They had the next run. I really like the fact we got into halftime, within a couple possessions. But just we're never able to get over the hill here, and it's a good team.
Steve, you mentioned about the 18 offensive boards. If you looked at this box score and said 34-20 in the paint, 15-4 in second chance points, and that edge on the offensive glass, I would imagine you would think that you guys would have been right there and won this game, right?
Yeah, not the way we shot the ball, but yes, that was a key for us. The backboards and getting to the free throw line. I thought we did that, but giving up that percentage from three and not being able to, generate any of that for ourselves, really hurt us. But they did a great job. They really did. They shared the ball, and they got open looks, and they made them when they got them.
Back row there.
Steve, obviously a poor shooting night like you mentioned, and you guys haven't had outstanding numbers, particularly from deep all season long, but you've made up for it with the three-point defense. I'm wondering what Michigan State did well, not only knocking down shots, but getting good looks and making 12 of 22 from deep. That kind of hurt you guys.
Yeah, they got them in a lot of ways. So they got them deep. They made some at the end of the shot clock. Hogarth hit a couple bombs. They got some in transition. They got a lot of guys that are capable of making shots, and they made them tonight. And that's what happens when you do that. You usually are a happy coach. I'm sure Coach Izzo's happy tonight.
Coach, at the five position, you rolled with a three-man rotation of Amori, Woolfolk, and Reibers. What have you seen from Reiber and Woolfolk off the bench at that spot?
Yeah, first I'd like to have Cliff on the floor as many minutes as I can. Obviously, he had another double-double tonight, and he's a problem in there. He'll block shots. He does a lot of things for us. So those other guys don't have a lot of opportunity, but Wolf is physical, and Dean can shoot the ball. I'm very confident in those guys. Luckily for us, Cliff hasn't been in any foul trouble. But those guys are very capable, both of them, of really helping us.
Any more here? Back.
Coach, since your arrival at Rutgers, this program has kind of been on an upward trajectory with the rankings and the recruiting classes and so forth. Would you mind expounding a little bit on the optimism of where this program is heading? Is this a little bit of how you envision things when you arrive?
Well, I'm just, I got great assistant coaches, Brandon Knight, Carl Hobbs, TJ Thompson. Those guys do a great job. And, we just continue to, just plug away. I mean, when I took over the job, we were in 14th place, and that's where we were. And, it's a real hard league to move up the board on. And, I got some guys that took on the challenge. They took on a challenge of coming to a program that hadn't been to the NCAA tournament, and they wanted to be a part of that. Paul Mulcahy, Caleb McConnell, Cliff, those guys. And, they continue to take on challenges. This league is full of challenges. Everywhere you turn, you have teams that, are elite, well coached, and great fan bases. So we just keep plugging. Try to make sure our kids are all graduating. It's a great university. We got a brand new practice facility, and I got great assistant coaches. So, try to just keep that thing rolling, and kids get better that come in our program, and I'm proud of that, but it's the work that they do that makes them get better.
Back row.
Coach, it's funny that you mentioned that. I asked Tom this question a while ago, but I'd like to hear your opinion. What do you think it's going to take to win a Big Ten conference that's so competitive?
Yeah, I mean, it is just a gauntlet of teams and travel and different styles and coaches. I mean, you got to be tough and you got to be resilient, and you got to, when we say to our guys, you got to get back up off the mat. This is a league that, you don't stand in the center of the ring and just win fights all the time. You got to get knocked down and get back up, and it's one thing I think we've done a pretty good job of, and if you don't do that in this league, it's a humbling league. So you got to keep getting back up. Got to keep getting back up and get ready for the next obstacle.
We're going to take one on Zoom here. Go ahead, Jerry.
Steve, just to build on that, is there something teachable for you from this game, or is it, they shot the lights out, this was a buzzsaw on the road, we're going to turn the page?
Yeah, I mean, you can't spend a lot of time in a league like this. Penn State is excellent, and they probably have one of the best players in the whole country. So, we'll learn from it. This group has been really good. They learn, they're coachable. It's a great group. It really is. And we'll learn from it, and we'll see them again in a couple weeks. So it doesn't, again, get any easier. We'll see them in Madison Square Garden. So we'll learn from it, and we'll move on. We got another obstacle in front of us at Penn State.
Just to follow up, Steve, has your program gotten to the point where you have a little bit of a target on your back now, whereas in the past that wasn't always the case?
I mean, I know every time we come here, no matter what my team is, that Coach Izzo is going to have his guys ready, so you have to play great, I don't know, Jerry, if that's the case. We got, I think, we get a little respect, and that's kind of nice, but, you got to continue to earn in a league like this every week, every time you play, every 40 minutes, and continue to play, through 40 minutes and prepare and all the different things, staying healthy, all the things you need to do. So,
Go ahead, Brian.
Steve, you mentioned Cam struggling from shooting. It seems like every time he has a tough night from the perimeter, you guys have a tough night as a team. Are you worried at all about the lack of a second or third guy able to hit shots when he's not able to? Yeah,
I mean, that's not really the case. Since we gotten our team back together with all the players and, those first early games you're talking about, we didn't have Paul and Caleb McConnell, the best defender in the country, for a couple of those. We didn't have Paul at Miami, lost a one-possession game. All the guys are capable, and I thought he took good shots. So I'm very confident in all of our players. We just didn't have one of those nights tonight. We've had really good nights shooting the ball. We really shoot the ball from the foul line. We don't turn the ball over. We out-rebounded them, plus, 18 is our season high for offensive rebounds. So we did a lot of good things. Ball just didn't go in. And, and it didn't go in for a lot of our guys. And, that's on me. I got to make sure they're all getting good shots. But I'll watch the tape, and we'll get back to work.
Last one, Aaron.
Coach, in regard to the shooting, is the message, for you guys, especially like Cam and Andre, just to shoot out of a slump basically when they have a bad night like that?
Well, I mean, I just want them to take good shots, and you know, I'm going to go back and grade all the shots like we always do. But I think we, you know, got some good looks. I'll watch again on film, but you know, you got to trust your guys. You know, like if they're open, Andre's been a good shooter for us. He's probably in practice one of our elite shooters, and we stat every single day, every shot he takes. You know, so. You know, it was just one of those nights, too. We just didn't make enough, and I still thought we hung around there. That was a really good sign. We hung around, but just needed to kind of break through, and we weren't able to do that.
All right, thank you all, appreciate it.